I'm here with Utah players Britain Covey, Devin Lloyd. How you guys doing?
Doing great.
Right on. There you go. There it is. There it is.
We gotta run that back.
No, you good. You good. Let it flow. It's all right. It's all right. Matter of fact, Britain, how does it feel to be on your third presidential administration since coming to Utah?
You know, it feels great. Hopefully applying for Social Security this year. So.
My man.
No, it's great. I love the experience that comes with having been a part of many teams. You know, some teams that have been very successful, a couple teams that haven't performed quite as well later in the season. So I love kind of the experience that has brought me to this team. And it's kind of fun to be one of the older guys now, one of the leaders, because you understand the responsibility that comes with that and the effect that it has on the guys that come in. And I love this program. I love Utah football. And so I care a lot about what happens in the future. So that's given me that kind of feeling for the younger guys of what I hope they get from this year.
I know. Devin, you're one of the many who decided to return to Utah when you could have gone into the NFL draft. What do you know about this team that we don't?
I know that this team is hungrier than ever to get back to the championship and go all the way this time. I know that this team is, tighter than ever as well, just on an individual basis. And everyone just really wants to be here. Everyone enjoys each other's company and just, respects the process and enjoys the process.
Brent, one of the challenges of this year has been getting to know new faces, fully formed football players, but definitely new to Utah. As an older guy, how has it been for you to try to ingratiate yourself with those players and teach them about Utah's culture?
Well, I think that's always one of my favorite things about the start of the season, especially fall camp, is you get 20 to 30 new guys coming in the summer, and they all think they run 4.3s, and they all think they're just they all think they're unbelievable. But then you put the pads on and you see who is real. Right. And it's really fun, kind of being in our stage right now. We have a good idea of what the starters will look like, but there's about 3 or 4 holes every year that are up for grabs. And you like to see what new guys coming in really are like that and can produce, and what surprises there will be. Redshirt freshmen, redshirt juniors, whatever it is. You like to see that at the beginning of fall camp going into the season. So I'm excited to see that.
Right on. Devin, I make the joke that the Okie drill has turned out more basketball players than any other drill in football. But I want to pivot to what I think are some fun questions. Okay, I'm going to start with you on this one. Can you tell us 3 nice things about your rival? And for the purpose of this conversation, your rival is BYU.
3 nice things. So.
Hey, pat him on the back. Good luck, buddy.
Okay, what nice in what aspect?
Whatever nice means to you.
Okay, all right. I'll go ahead and say that they're good people. They do work hard, and they got nice uniforms.
Brendan, what you got? 3 nice things.
Well, keep in mind, I'm the only one of my siblings that didn't go to BYU.
Right.
So
I'm listening pretty closely.
Yeah. Well, they produced a beautiful and amazing girl who's now my wife. So that is the first nice thing. She went to BYU. I grew up right next to the stadium, so I loved their offense in the olden days. I was actually, my favorite player growing up was Austin Collie and Todd Watkins. I don't know if you remember who they were, but 34. Great receivers. Yeah. And then I just have a lot of good buddies on the team. Let's just say that on BYU's team. So those are some nice things. I won't bag on them, but not here.
You can if you need to.
No, I'm good.
Okay, all right. For both of you, Devin, you go first. If you could add a fictional football player to Utah's roster, who would it be?
Fictional football player?
Or movie. Britain, jump in if you need to.
I would say Adam Sandler from Waterboy, but he got to be on, he got to be like Mr. Insano, 24/7. But I would say him.
Okay. So you and him standing next to each other at the second level.
And Nephi, but yeah.
Okay.
You know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Brittany, what you
All
got?
Well, I think it'd be pretty tough to tackle Ant-Man. Like, I don't even know if the ref would be able to see when his knee goes down.
No. Somebody that actually played football in the movie. In the movie. Yeah. No. He's man said Ant-Man. No, I love that though.
I was literally thinking like all these superheroes and stuff. Oh, someone who played in the movie. You got to go with Petey from Remember the Titans.
Okay.
Petey, running back. Either Petey or Sunshine.
Is he playing
You put
offense or
Sunshine
defense
at
for you?
quarterback. Well, Petey went in and played defense, and he locked him down.
Okay.
So I'm going to go with Petey on defense. Nickel.
Nickel. Ooh. I like that. It's very specific. Okay. This is what I think is the best all-time Pac-12 offense and defense. Brendan, you got the offense. Devin, you got the defense. Tell me who I left off, guys.
He got offense.
Dang, that's a pretty good team.
Y'all playing a pretty good league.
Well, I like this team because it's who performed well in college, not just in the NFL. Because I think that sometimes when people are talking about great college players, they obsess over who has great NFL careers too much. And that's why I like, because like Matt Leinart, people forget how good he was in college.
Right.
I think this is a pretty good show. I think this is a pretty good offense. I don't know if I'd put anyone else on there, except for maybe Tyler Huntley. No,
Maybe Tyler Huntley? Okay.
No, I mean, that's my boy. So.
But if it's your man, that's your man.
That's
I
my man,
appreciate
yeah.
that.
This is a nice list. I'm not gonna lie though, I might throw Vontaze Burfict on there.
Ooh.
One of them.
Ooh.
The Packers.
As long as he bringing that energy where he over the top looking at Matt Barkley.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think any running back or O-lineman, wants to go against him. But,
The production.
there's still some good backers on here. Don't get me wrong.
Production didn't stand up, but I'm with you because I
Like
got
the
that picture
mentality.
framed at the house.
Mm-hmm.
That's one of my favorite photos.
Hey, look, if we had special teams on here, Tom Hackett or Mitch Wisnowski would be on there. That's all I
One
know.
of those two too.
All right. I'll go with that. Well, Britain Covey, Devin Lloyd, thank you guys for doing this.
Thank you.
Thanks, appreciate it.
Here with Utah head coach Kyle Whittingham. Coach, how you doing?
Doing good, thank you.
Right on.
Appreciate it.
So, I love your roster. It's so much
So
fun.
do I.
Okay, all right. Well, and I wanted to ask, how did you go about putting this together? Because there's some kids that played at Texas, some kids played at Baylor, some kids that played at Oklahoma, there's kids played at LSU, and then you had the guys that were returning for you, like Devin Lloyd, who I am very fond of, and it feels like Britain Covey's been playing football since I was in high school. But
He has.
okay. So,
Yeah.
what is the challenge for you putting together a roster like that?
Well, first of all, when we got in the Pac-12, 10 years ago, 11 years ago, the bar was raised in every area. It starts with recruiting. And we were able to be much more recognized by the athletes and get in more doors and expand our footprint. And that was really the beginning of it. But what recruiting boils down to is evaluation by your assistant coaches. And our assistants have done a phenomenal job of evaluating and projecting talent. That's the essence of recruiting, is projection. Not where is this kid now, where is he going to be in 2 or 3 years. That's our MO. And so fortunately we've been able to take a lot of the 3 and 4 star athletes and work with them and develop them and have some success with them. And so that's what we do. We recruit, develop, and manage. That's what we're all about.
Traditionally, that pipeline has worked in that you have perhaps a year, maybe 2, to grow a kid into your culture, let
Exactly.
alone your program. You don't necessarily have that luxury when you're bringing kids in out of the transfer portal.
Right.
So you have to accelerate that process. What does that process look like when you accelerate it?
Well, when you get a kid out of the transfer portal, you expect a ready-made player. It's no longer a development situation. It's an immediate need that needs to be addressed. And so we've had very good luck. I wouldn't say luck. We've had good production out of the portal, and especially this year. Now those players haven't got on the field yet for us, but we're anticipating they're going to be a big help for our team.
You are a stout team in a stout division, let alone a stout conference. How do you keep your kids focused on playing just the one game at a time in 2021?
Yeah, well, our guys, first of all, are hungry to play and hungry to play in front of fans. Last year was such an anomaly and uncharted territory. Nobody had a blueprint for how to handle last year. It was day to day. We were only able to play 5 games. We had 2 games that got canceled the day before on Fridays, which was devastating to our kids. It was the first 2 games of the season. So it was a rough year, but I thought our guys handled it well. And every single one of our guys that were draft eligible decided to come back. And so that says a lot, because we probably would have had 6, 7, 8 guys drafted had they elected to come out. But that tells me that they feel like they have some unfinished business and a very good mindset. And the work habits and the leadership of this team so far through the winter conditioning, spring ball, and now the summer conditioning has been outstanding.
Right on, Coach. I want to pivot to what I think are some fun questions. So
Okay.
by all means, have fun with them. First one is, what is the last job you had before you went into coaching full time?
Wow, you got to go back a lot of years. Probably working at a pizza joint in high school. I think I was slinging pizzas and washing dishes and doing all that, and I think that would be my last job, because I went right from college football to a short professional career and jumped right into coaching. So,
Were you cooking pieces or were you
I was
slinging
doing it
them?
all. I
Oh,
was doing
wow.
it all. I was doing it all.
Okay,
Yeah,
I can get behind that, Coach.
Yeah.
You've seen the jersey. So if you could add a fictional or movie football player to your roster, who would it be?
Who would that be? That's a good question. I would say maybe the Burt Reynolds character from The Longest Yard.
Paul Crewe.
Paul Crewe,
Yeah.
that guy.
Yeah, okay. Getting it in for the superstar. I like that, Coach. Can you tell us 3 nice things about your rival?
Who's our rival? We got rivals in conference. We got rivals out of conference.
You know doggone well I'm talking about BYU.
Oh, the in-state game. Okay, gotcha.
He's the in-state game.
Well, the dynamic has changed so much.
Really?
Yeah, because they're no longer in the same conference. We were in the same conference for ever,
Right.
60, 70, 80 years. I can't remember what it was, but so it's changed, and we've started to develop a little bit of a rivalry with USC, Colorado, Arizona State. I mean, there's just been some things that are starting to materialize inside the Pac-12, and so that's why I asked that question. But
I get you, Coach.
But yeah, let's skip to the next question. Because I don't know how to address it. I don't know which way to go with it.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
fair. That's
Yeah.
fair. Again, Pac-12, put together what I thought was the best all-time Pac-12 offense and defense.
Okay.
Even watching that league from the outside, what do you think? Who do I leave off?
I like these choices on offense for sure.
Okay.
You got some old school guys. Ron Yeri, he was a great football player, and of course Matt Leinart. I think you probably nailed it on offense. Defense, Troy, Eric. There's our guy Eric Weddle. Okay, I'm confused here because I don't see Junior Seau.
Why does Junior need to be added?
Oh, he's been one of the best linebackers of all time, not only in the Pac-12. So I would say that he would definitely need to be added to that.
Okay.
So I think that's a good list, but I would definitely add Mr. Seau to that list.
Utah coach Kyle Whittingham, thank you so much, sir.
All right, that was easy.
I thought
Thank
so.
you.
I thought
Okay,
so.
Great.
I thought so. Thanks, Coach.
Okay, thank you.
Have a good day.
You too.
Hey, kinfolk, I appreciate you for watching. Subscribe here and ring the bell so you don't miss the latest upload to the channel. Also, be sure to watch more videos here, like FS1 Studio shows and the best from Fox Sports and Fox Sports Digital.